as we continue some devotional thoughts from our staff here at Christ Church of Flagstaff on this current series, God, Are You There? I'd like to offer you just some of my thoughts and a little bit of a passage from this book that I really find encouraging for times like this. For me, hearing God's voice completely lines up with the definition that we hear in the Bible, that it's not this loud, thunderous, incredibly obvious voice sometimes. For me, I definitely identify with the still, small voice of God, of Jesus in my life. It's always looked like something that's not always the most, it doesn't always stand out completely, if that makes sense. It's always something that comes when I least expect it. It comes in the form of hearing someone affirm something I'm doing that I've been questioning maybe. It comes from family and friends supporting me when maybe I'm not so sure. It comes from music, from hearing God speak to me in that. And in the creative process, I feel the voice of God a lot in my life. And especially with creativity, I find that there are just some really awesome books out there. One of my favorites, kind of a shameless plug, it's called All That Is Made. It's by this company called Alabaster. They make some really cool Bibles and devotionals. And so shameless plug, if you'd like to check some of those out, they're really cool. But I'd like to just read to you a passage from this. It's called Creativity as Devotion. So this is from the book All That Is Made. It says, somewhere along the way, creativity becomes a means to an end. It's not a hobby anymore, it's a career. It's not an activity, it's activism. It's not playtime, it's productivity. It's not for leisure, it's our legacy. In a society where artists are idolized and then monetized, creativity is a valuable commodity. It's no wonder we experience burnout. We're frustrated when we fail to meet our goals, disappointed when our work goes unrecognized, afraid when it doesn't pay the bills. We're left spent and tired and wondering why we create it all. There's enough noise in this world. Why are we adding to it? That phrase, there's a lot of noise in this world. Chris, our senior pastor, has talked about a lot how there is so much noise, there's so many distractions around us, and in a time where the world seems to be coming to a screeching halt. I don't know about you, but for me, those distractions, they've totally continued, if not increased, because I feel like there's nothing else going on around me right now in our current situation with COVID. And so these distractions almost seem more frequent and more loud. But in this book, it talks about how creativity is something that can be used to hear God's still small voice. So creativity for me right now, it looks like getting my guitar out, and it looks like playing the piano a little bit and just experiencing Jesus in that moment. It's worshiping to the songs that you and I know so well, that we sing together in our weekend gatherings and those powerful weekend experiences. I hope for you that those times you can really focus on the still small voice of God. And if you're like me and you feel like God speaks to you in the creative, then take that leap of faith and do something creative today. Do something creative this week. Whether it's an art project, it's singing a song, it's drawing, it's sculpting, painting, whatever it is. I'd encourage you, in your own way, be creative. Because when we are creative, we are connected to our Creator. That we are His creation, made to create. And so, as God speaks to you this week, I pray that you would listen to the still, to the small, to the truth that Jesus has for you.